Hello everyone, and welcome back to MyGM in WWE 2K23. One thing I did not look at in the last episode was the season challenges for our Hall of Fame trophy progress. Unfortunately, I did not get so lucky as to have the 300k in the bank. However, 600k, I'm pretty close to that. So if I just, don't sign any free agents this week, I should be okay. Complete 5 challenges this season, and yeah, obviously for each one of these you get a power card reward, which is pretty cool. Book 8 shows with a call out promo, start 5 rivalries by using interference. Yeah, that one's gonna be easy right here. 5 rivalries with interference, I feel like that can also probably work. Book 5 Iron Man matches, over time I think we can do that. Book 8 tables matches. Again, I think that'll be pretty easy. Spend 700k or more on shows. I believe that's gonna be over the course of a year, so I think that should be doable. Book 10 tag team matches. Again, easy. Book 5 Falls Count Anywhere matches. I think we can do all of these. None of them seem unreachable. But just out of curiosity, just so I can pain myself, who's in free agency? Oh, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Ricochet. Yeah, there's a lot of good names in here, but I can't do it. I want to get that 600,000 perk, and I feel like this is the easiest time to do it. Yeah, we're not going to get any logistics till week 2, so there's no real need to dwell on that. Schedule a run-in this week. I think that'll be pretty easy. I'll go ahead, trying to take into consideration some feedback I got last year, but also just kind of, I know that I can get a bit rambly and a bit indecisive when I'm doing content like this, so I'm gonna try to streamline it a bit more and try to cut out all the the decision making where I kind of struggle. Try to streamline it and make it a bit more straightforward. So I will book the show, and I'll explain it once I'm done. All right, so I went ahead and I booked the card. I feel like the first couple weeks are always a little shaky in terms of the results. But one thing that I do know that I want to try to do right out of the gate is to try to crown some champions, try to get those title belts on as many people as possible for the popularity boost. I did go ahead and sign our boy Cash Suplex, a local enhancement talent out of the free agency. Gonna pit him up against Noam Dar. It's gonna be a dud of a match, but mid-card matches are allowed to be duds. Maybe we'll find something else to do with him. I don't know. We only have him for 5 weeks. He didn't cost a lot of money. Main event is going to be a tables tag team match. We're going to try to crown women's tag team champions. The team of Shayna Baszler and Bayley taking on Asuka and Liv Morgan. Maybe some odd pairings, but we will do what we can to make it work. Charity promo would be good for the fans, but I feel like if I want to try to... Yeah, I'm going to turn Raquel heel so we could throw her into a feud with Liv Morgan. The charity promo would have been nice. I was going to try to double up here. I think I'll have Bianca do the charity because she's got a 4 promo skill. I think it'll be fine. We're also going to have Carmella calling out Bianca Belair. But yeah, like I said, we could maybe throw a stipulation in this match too. Although Gunther only has 57 stamina, so we got to be careful about that. We've already done tables. No, but I want to be careful. I want to be able to profit on this show. I'm just going to play it straightforward. It's week 1. If we fall behind, we can catch up. We're going to crown an Intercontinental champion as well, putting Shelton Benjamin up against Gunther. We've covered the promos. We covered that. Our commissioner goal was to schedule a run-in for this week, so I've gone ahead and done that in this match. Shinsuke going one-on-one with the Universal Champion Dolph Ziggler, but Sheamus is going to run interference, and he's going to attack Nakamura, and we're going to start a rivalry there. Show logistics, nothing we can do. Like I said, I'm not going to go for the free agents, even though there are some pretty big names in there. I'm just trying to get this rags to riches goal right off the bat. So we'll go ahead and confirm this week's show. Hopefully I positioned everything on the card okay, so that the The drama curve will be all right. Let's see how we did. Shelton versus Gunther. Oh my goodness. So Shelton Benjamin. That was a 4-star match. That was a 4-star match, and I did not add any stipulations to it other than the title match. So the class synergy, the face heel, somehow it just worked. And Shelton beating Gunther, I definitely think is an upset. 4 stars. That might actually be better than our main event, which, that's a little unfortunate. But Carmella calls out Bianca. That went well. Cash suplex versus Noam Dar. And thankfully, the enhancement talent did not pick up the win. It's a dull 1-star match. It's what it did what it had to do. We get plus 5,000 fans on the charity promo. Shinsuke versus Dolph Ziggler. Shinsuke's going to win by disqualification because of the Sheamus run-in. Gets 2.5 stars. It didn't say it did a rivalry, but I feel like sometimes the game can be a bit weird with that. All right, Bayley and Shayna Baszler taking on Asuka and Liv Morgan, and we've got new tag team champions. It's Bayley and Shayna Baszler, and sure enough, it did not outperform the opener. Well, in my defense, how was I supposed to know the opener was going to get 4 stars in week 1 as a normal match? Anyway, taking a look at Monday Night Raw, they've got the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line, and that's a win for Damian Priest and Robert Roode. So that got 2.5 stars. They've got new tag team champions. MVP cuts a good self-promo. Oh, but I see they've got a charity promo, so we might be starting out in last place, potentially. Nikki ASH Extreme Rules gets 2.5 stars. Matt Riddle, 5,000 on the charity promo. We got Zoe Stark and Piper Niven taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And their women's tag team champions are going to be Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. So another interesting pairing there. Rick Boogs tries to call out MVP. Doesn't look like it worked out too well for them. And main event time. Tables match. WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. And Drew retains. The Scotsman is still WWE Champion. That gets 3.5 stars. Honestly, could have been a stronger performance out of Monday Night Raw, but we'll see how NXT does. So Cody Rhodes and R-Truth taking on Ridge Holland and Butch. It didn't matter. Cody Rhodes and R-Truth cannot be stopped. They're new NXT Tag Team Champions. I believe that also makes Cody a dual champion from what I saw. So that'll be interesting how they go with that. Omos versus Rey Mysterio, and it's Mysterio, the veteran, who defeats the big man. Commander Aziz, +1 popularity. Not that great of a result for NXT. Alba Fire defeats Gigi Dolan, gets 1.5 stars. Becky Lynch, self-promo, +3. They did not go for any charity promos, so maybe we can beat NXT. We'll see how this main event triple threat match goes. It looks like it is AJ Styles who defeats Orton and Solo Sikoa, so I think we might have at least outperformed NXT. Yeah, we had good booking. I think if we had switched around the main event and the opener, that could have potentially even been amazing booking, but not quite. And yeah, so, you know, our ultimate rivalry, Cash Suplex and Noam Dar. Nah, but we got a couple rivalries out of that, so that's pretty good. Any notable things here? Where'd Cash Suplex come from? Yeah, that's fair. Plus 48,000 on a 93 rating score, and we also did profit a little bit, so we're over the 600,000 threshold. So that's good. Getting what I was looking for. Ezekiel and Ford are an incredible tag team. All right. They went up 48,000 fans, profited a little bit. NXT got a rating score of 87, plus 38,000 fans, and they did gain a little bit of money. R-Truth and Cody Rhodes work really well together as a tag team. Well, they won the titles, so you'd hope so. And so I think that's going to put us in second place, if I did the numbers right. We got Health Spa 3 and Superstar Training. That was from the Rags to Riches goal. All right, cool. Oh, we're actually in first place. Oh, we're tied, actually. We are at the exact same number as Monday Night Raw, except we've got more money to play with, so we could potentially jump out to an early lead here. We'll see how we can do. Eric Bischoff. Hey Tyler, I just wanted to let you know that I plan on taking NXT to the top of the power rankings. Okay, so he didn't trash talk last week, but he's gonna do it this week. All right. Do you really think you can contend with us when we have superstars like Cody Rhodes? Get real. Why does that sound like something that Eric Bischoff in the 90s would have said? Sometimes it's like the dialogue, it's like, oh yeah, you know, this person, I don't think they'd say that in those specific words, but that one felt pretty on point. Dar versus Suplex? Yeah, you know, they were both heels, so I'm getting criticized by Triple H for booking that, which honestly, that's understandable. Have at least one backstage brawl match this week. Well, we could really go into that. Immediately gonna go for the concert hall. I know last year, my brain, I saw like the green check marks, and so I'm like, oh, I gotta go with that. But that I was being stupid. You want to have the bigger arenas because you can sell more tickets, get more eyes on your product. I'm not gonna make that same mistake this year. That's not bad game mechanics. That's just me not being smart. So Brock Lesnar again in free agency. So, oh, and he's got 69 popularity. Nice. We really could, you know, pick up Brock and just like, how much money is that? 275,000? I mean, let me double check our classes real quick. Is it worth jumping right for Brock Lesnar? Ooh, if we turned Brock heel, we could do a real nice Brock and Shinsuke feud. That's another thing calling back to Universe Mode. But yeah, he was what, a bruiser, I think? So like we could, there are some other people we could have him go up against, but you know what? Am I gonna do it? I think, yeah, we're gonna go for Brock. I could save that money for someone else, but you know, I guess we're just not gonna be able to get too many free agents for a while. I feel like Brock is a big get though. No power cards that I want to spend on this week. Usually my, you know, thought process is if there's a health spa card or the other one that like this one is the gain stamina, like the injury recovery card. Anytime there's a level 3 like that, I typically want to jump on it. Yeah, so we got our Rags to Riches goal, and that also gives us progress on completing challenges. Yeah, some of these we're going to get no problem. And it's always, oh, okay, actually, so there was some budget going up. You know, I feel like it's going to be pretty common where the budget just tanks immediately. So that's kind of surprising to see. And yeah, I got the logistics, so I feel like if we've got Brock Lesnar, I'm curious what his promo skill is. I can't imagine it's very high. 3. Do I just have Brock just go right for Dolph Ziggler? I could. I definitely could. Yeah, and while I'm in the middle of booking this, something that is important to take note of, not only do we have new match stipulations in this year's game, but they also have their own different little additional bonuses, like Steel Cage, you know, plus 50% additional rivalry level chance. Submissions is a huge one that it can guaranteed end off a rivalry at any point. So like if someone plays a power card against you on a pay-per-view that you can't book a superstar, especially like we're up against Monday Night Raw, so that could very easily happen. We at the very least have the submission match where you can pay off a rivalry on any show, which could be pretty useful. Backstage Brawl as well, you get a boost in fans, you get a boost in popularity increase. Iron Man, you know, potential injury chance, but you're guaranteed to go up to popularity. And of course, you've got the stamina cost is different across each. I'm surprised that a last man standing match is low stamina cost. But it is plus morale to winner, minus morale to loser. So, you know, last year it was kind of like you had your kind of gradually increasing scale where it's like, okay, if you have a level 4 rivalry, you want to put them in a Hell in a Cell. If you have like a level 1 rivalry, maybe do a tables match. There wasn't a whole lot to consider with it. It wasn't very dynamic. But this year, you know, not only do we get the different match stipulations to make it a little less repetitive, you also get different effects of each. So it gives you definitely a little bit more to work with. And figuring out how you want to time it. So it's like, oh, the start of a rivalry doesn't always have to just be like a tables match, you know? I think we'll go ahead with an Extreme Rules match for this one, so that gives us Carmella versus Bianca Belair. We're going to do it non-title. I don't think we have to quite throw all of our cards in the show just yet, but that'll get it to level 2. We're also going to start up that rivalry between Liv Morgan and Raquel, and then also tag team main event. This is an alternate reality where Gunther and Sheamus, they put their past aside and decide to work together. Shinsuke and Shelton Benjamin is certainly an interesting team, but it's more so just to get the popularity boost from having champions, and then we can kind of work our way from there. All right, I realized that I had to change a few things up. Commissioner goal for this week. The free crew booking is a pretty good perk, so I'm not going to ignore that one. So I decided to change Carmella versus Bianca to a backstage brawl, and I'm pretty confident that that's going to outperform the tag team title match, so I went ahead and flipped those around. We also added in Asuka versus Bayley, but we're going to get a run-in from Shayna Baszler, so, try to start a rivalry there. Brock Lesnar cutting a self-promo. He's here on SmackDown. He's here to make an impact, but then Dolph Ziggler is going to come out and be like, hey, you're trying to steal my thunder. This is my show. I'm the champ, and we'll start the rivalry that way. Cash suplex. That morale is bad. The only other option is Noam Dar, and Cash Suplex has the higher promo skill, so I don't think it's going to go that great, but sure, why not? We'll go for it. We already have the concert hall booked, so, none of the other logistics are available yet. There weren't any power cards that I wanted to get. And, we're going to hope for the best here. Hope that this can be a pretty good show and we can try to progress some rivalries, try to get towards the pay-per-view. So let's go ahead and find out who are going to be our inaugural tag team champions. And it's Shelton and Shinsuke. So Shelton Benjamin is killing it right now. He's Intercontinental champion. He's tag team champion. I'm surprised. I was thinking Gunther might make an impact, but he really hasn't so far. We got Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez. That's a win for Liv. Disappointing match, but that's okay. We're just trying to get things started. Dolph Ziggler, good promo. Didn't start a rivalry, though. Then it's like, what's the point? If it was good, why didn't it work? Asuka versus Bayley, but Bayley's tag team partner, Shayna Baszler, going to cause the disqualification. They're going to get the jump on Asuka. Cash suplex. Hey, it got us 5,000 fans. I will take that. And main event backstage brawl title, not on the line, but Carmella versus Bianca Belair, and that's a win for Bianca. Gets us 4 stars, so we're already, going full throttle. So that's going to be a boost to morale for Bianca, but Carmella is going to drop some morale. So going to have to be mindful of that going forward and make sure that Carmella doesn't get angry. So tag title match, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss going up against Piper Niven and Zoe Stark, but they're going to retain the tag team titles. That one starts a rivalry. It's 3 stars. MVP cuts an excellent promo and goes up 4 popularity. We get a rematch from last week, and it's Nikki ASH picking up the win over Rhea Ripley. 2.5 stars. Maybe it wasn't a rematch. No, I swear it was. I guess this one is just what finally started the rivalry. And they did this again. It's like, okay, didn't work. We'll try it again week 2. We got another title match. Raw tag team titles are on the line. Can Riddle and Ezekiel get it done? No, they can't. They cannot. So that is 2.5 stars. And that starts a rivalry for them. Montez Ford cuts a good self promo. And main event TLC match, Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor once again with the title on the line. And Finn Balor just not picking up those victories over Drew McIntyre just yet. But oh my goodness, 4.5 stars. They're not pulling any punches. They're going out with the heavy hitters right out of the gate. So Omos picks up a win over Rey Mysterio in a tables match for 2.5 stars. That advances the rivalry. Becky Lynch +2 popularity. AJ Styles and Commander Aziz, 2.5 stars. They get the win over Drew Gulak and Cedric Alexander. That rivalry advances to level 2. Solo Sikoa versus R-Truth. No title on the line, though. And that is a 2-star mediocre victory for Solo Sikoa. Randy Orton, charity promo, plus 5,000 fans. They definitely need it because they have not been booking great. And Dana Brooke versus Ronda Rousey, normal one-on-one match in the main event. Ooh, oh, NXT is struggling. A 1.5-star main event. That is, not gonna lie, that's pretty bad. There's no sugarcoating that. NXT, whew, poor finale. Yeah, they are struggling out of the gate. You know, I don't want to discount them just yet because maybe they'll find a way to come back, but it's not looking too great for them. Oh, we got a 99 rating score, so that gives us plus 52,000 fans. But unfortunately, that backstage brawl cost us pretty big time, so we are down in the budget. Shinsuke Nakamura and Shelton Benjamin work really well together as a tag team. I'm kind of surprised about that, but I'll take it. Bianca has a great feel for backstage brawl matches. Okay, so that will give her a bonus in the future. Monday Night Raw, 102 rating score, plus 51,000 fans, and they did gain a little bit in their budget. NXT, 79, plus 35,000 fans, and they also gained a little bit of money. Rey Mysterio's a natural at tables matches. Styles and Aziz are a good tag team, apparently. We got our free crew booking. And at this point, yeah, we've got a pretty decent lead. NXT is well out of it at this point. Although, I mean, yeah, just a couple good weeks and they really could turn it around, so I shouldn't say that. You know, never count them out. Next week, we're going to be in Providence, Rhode Island. That loser Baszler attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. Okay, all right. Yeah, we can get that rematch going. That's easy. Carmella, Belair cheated me in that last match. I want a rematch in the next 2 weeks. We can do that as well. Yeah, definitely after losing the backstage brawl, we do not want to have Carmella get too upset. And again, right out of the gate, get the Capitol Wrestling Center. If it's there, gotta go for it. So we cannot book Bianca Belair. Okay. So that is definitely a strike against us this week. Well, actually, what is the commissioner goal? A GM interference booked this show will provide an additional +2 show bonus and be free to book this week. Honestly, I don't think that's that big of a goal, so I don't necessarily have to do that. I guess I'll take a look at, you know, what the card is looking like, and if I have the option of... Oh, and cool, they show that if they're a dual champion now. I don't think they did that last year. So that is a detail that I like. Yeah, so I think, yeah, all of our champions have... all of our belts have people at this point. Not looking like there's any power cards that I want to go for this week. If it was a Health Spa 3, I'd jump on it, but not a 1. Let's take a look at our graph here. Oh boy, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The budget just drops off, just plummets. But hey, we got our lead, so if we can just book smart, we don't necessarily have to throw out a whole lot of money this week. I mean, that Brock Lesnar investment really was the source of that. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.